Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So I am playing Anime Adventures because I don't know what else to record because Critical Legends is very grindy and I don't feel like grinding Critical Legends right now. So I am playing Anime Adventures currently. I have quite a bit of units. Good units too, actually. Goku Blue is not the best, but I have I have uh Speedwagon. I have Goku Blue, or as this game calls him, Goku Blue. I have Arwin, also known as Erwin, and Underhaul, which is also Overhaul. I also have Bulma, except I've been grinding story modes, so I'm not using her. So this video is mainly made about the unit that is called, um, Erwin. Erwin is an amazing legendary that you should all get. And why am I discussing this? I like balanced units. Like I feel like I feel like something I feel like for a good game it needs to be balanced. Like the reason I don't play ASTD, I did, but I quit, is because of the fact that I don't like the fact that some units are completely broken and then some units just suck, like the older units. And it's definitely going to happen with this game, but might as well start it off with some balancing. So, why am I making this video? Because I just feel like Erwin should be a bit more balanced. I feel like it's extremely broken, and I'm probably going to skip until I actually place Erwin, and then I can show you guys why it's so broken. One thing I do really like about this game is the fact that the animations actually have to hit the enemy. Why am I doing that? Um, I might as well. Overhaul is so much better for starting, but I'm gonna just skip until I get all my speedwagons maxed, and then I'll tell you why or when I think is way too. Okay, guys. So we're at wave 19. My go don't You're not allowed to see. 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 Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for all the units to pass by. Yeah, actually, you probably know what it does. So, why I think that Erwin is the best legendary unit instead of Dio. People say Dio is the best legendary unit. So, level 1 of Erwin, it spawns a 66 HP horse with someone on it or survey corpse. 66 HP at level 14 that every 14.6 seconds. Next one 160 and 13.6 seconds. Then same seconds and then um in 294. Next upgrade makes it go from 13.6 to 12.7 and from 294 to 438 and gets the ability dedicate to your dedicate your hearts, which is quite literally a damage buff. It gives a 25% damage buff to all units in its range, and it actually has a pretty good cooldown. You can cycle it infinitely with like a 1 second interval with two Erwins. Um, Next upgrade gives it instead of 12 seconds, it's 11 second, so 11 second point 7 and 702 HP. Then it's 10 seconds and 10.7 seconds, and it's 1003 HP. And then the final upgrade is 9.7 seconds and 1472 seconds HP. So this is a DPS. Let me pull up my calculator real quick. So this is a DPS of. Now this is hard to calculate because of the fact that it's a summoner. Um, but it should have a DPS of is a DPS of 151.7752577. So that's a good DPS for this game. And it's a summoner. Plus, it has the buffing ability. You can have a max of 3 of these. So I'm just gonna put them near my Gokus. Just because. And so they are an extreme. Why? This is why I think they're better. Dio is supposedly the best legendary. This is why I think um, that Erwin is better than quite literally every legendary unit. So one, the design. This looks really nice. The horses, the units on top of it looks amazing, and the unit itself looks pretty nice. Second of all, the damage. 1,472 damage, level 14. No traits. That is insane. And in 9.7 seconds, and technically has infinite range. That is extremely OP. It is a bit expensive for this, but it is so overpowered and definitely worth the price. Then dedicate your hearts. A 25% more damage. That's insane. Um, and like, just the fact that it's a buffer and an amazing summoner, the best summoner. Or when Aaron sucks. Honestly, Aaron does suck. Actually, Aaron's pretty. Aaron's Aaron's ability sums the attack titan, and normally it has like what 3k HP. That is quite literally less than 3 horses. That's like 2.5 horses, and it spawns that every 9.7 seconds, and it doesn't even like. That's insane. Look how many horses. They all have 1,500 HP practically. And it's not even maxed out. Yeah, I'm going to turn off the effects. It is so broken, and I honestly don't know why it could be a myth. It can be a mythic and still be like it could be like a little bit worse of a mythic. Actually, if it had an evolution, then it can quite literally tie up with any other mythic. And like if they just made the damage percent buff to go from 25 to maybe 50, that's on level to quite literally any mythic practically that aren't involved, because evolved Madara, evolved All Might, and evolved Broly is insane. Um, Goku Blue isn't the best defense, just so you guys know. I don't. That's not a part of the video, but the fact that it buffs, it doesn't buff the other errands, because this is their damage. It buffs this, not this, this. So and for funny thing is, you can actually buff the horses. It doesn't do anything, but you can give them a little damage buff effect. It's really funny. um, guess you're sending them with a bunch of swords around them. I don't know. And honestly, it's such an amazing unit. Now that I know of, there's only 2 traits that affect this, or 2 good traits. Sniper because of the fact that increasing the range increases the range of the buff. Honestly, it depends. If you have mythics, then go for sniper, whatever the highest sniper is. Get sniper. Get extra range. But if you're using it as a source of defense slash for story mode, I recommend Godspeed and Nimble. So I have Nimble in my Goku Blue actually. This is Nimble, the little sword. Nimble makes him attack faster, and Godspeed makes him attack a lot faster. So that can go from 9.7 seconds with Nimble. That can be like 9 seconds, or like maybe 8.5 seconds. And then with Godspeed, it could quite literally be 7 seconds. I don't know. I don't know the actual exact time that it shaves off. I don't know if it's a percentage or an actual. It's probably a percentage, but it is so OP and should definitely be changed, because I don't think it should be nerfed. Actually, I do think it should be nerfed, because honestly, just the fact that it buffs can summon insane stuff, that's too broken. That is quite literally double damage to my Goku blue, my Goku blues, my Goku Ultra Instinct. Twice the damage. Well, not exactly the twice, but twice because of the fact that it take into consideration the fact that this technically has infinite range, right? It can summon it. It can deal damage all along here. So yeah, um, and I just think they should change it somehow. My recommendation is either keep it at either buffing or summoning. So if they're going to make it a summoning, I think they should just buff up the damage to 2000. And I also think they should increase. Actually, if they were to keep it this way, which is smart, just increase the spawn rate. 9.7 seconds is insane. Maybe 10, 20. No, not 20. What am I talking about? 15, it would make it good. Because you can have 3. That's the max amount. It shreds through bosses. This is a wave 30 boss, which isn't a lot. But a couple of horses. And for storing mode, it shreds everything. So I definitely recommend picking up this unit. If they do nerf it, it's probably going to be the damage. And at that point of the game, if you continue playing a lot, um, you're going to be getting, you will have, sorry, you'll have good units for damage wise. And also there's going to be new units for damage and that you can actually use this for buffing. So I honestly think they should change it some way because it's not okay. It's really broken. I also think they should buff Bulma because Bulma is it gives 500 more than all 3 Speedwagons, but you can't sell Bulma. So I think they should buff Bulma. This game has a lot of balancing because it feels like a lot of epics can be legendaries. Like overall should be like overhaul can be like a weak legendary at best. Like it's such an amazing starter unit. It has a 2-second cooldown that does 102 damage. Like look at this. 2-second cooldown and it does 107 damage and then with the buff it does 134. That is really good. Like that is extremely good. But it's only like it's just I this game has a lot of balancing to do. I feel like that's the one thing with this game, but that's my opinion. I hope you enjoyed this video and bye.